From all reports, we are ready to roll.
Yeah, boy.
As you can see, Fancy Frothy Friday.
Let's
FOULDZY's
go.
Fancy Frothy Friday, do we call it?
Nuggets Fancy Frothy Friday. Love to be here. It's great to be back. Episode 4. Super excited about today's episode.
That's it. I've just noticed I've got a big hole right in the in the goods packet down here, so
God.
I'm going to have to work with that. That's a bad start, but
how are we doing over there? Feeling good?
feeling good. I've put these fancy outfit on, and I'm sweating already. So
We're the leopard print boys, but looks like I've got a leopard print as well.
That's
Yours
it.
is a bit furry. Mine's more of a straight down the line jacket type operation. But
when I was setting this room up, because I did all the hard yards on that, it was freezing in here. So now with all these layers on, I'm sweating up. So hopefully I can bury you at what are we playing here?
Oh, yeah.
NWO WCW Revenge, as you can see on the screen. Remember this old start?
I don't
this
remember
throws
this
us
at
back.
all.
Don't you?
And also, if anyone was watching or listening on to the episode before, number 3, I noticed in the corner of my eye, and you can probably see about halfway through that episode, that you've been playing this game. It was set up, ready to go. Is that real? Is that what I'm hearing? You've been playing, or
Nah. Well, I will tell you the truth. I had the cartridge left over from Christmas.
Okay.
Me and my nephew Elijah, shout out. We played it. We played it on Christmas. He loves it.
All right, so you've played it recently. I haven't played since probably circa 1996. Whenever this started. Was this WCW, isn't it? NWO, yeah. So probably 96, 97 when they were really peaking. So looking forward to beating you and reliving the glory days. But before we get started, I've got to crack the frothies.
Yeah, you crack the frothies?
We can't have a fancy frothy
I'm just going to
Friday,
go quickly check on something. Business calls. So we've got a studio here and someone's actually at the front door. So let me just go quickly.
All right, well, I'll keep the podcast running. I'll crack the frothies and see how far I can hit them.
I might have just popped an agate out.
All right, so I'm going to crack the frothies here first. I've lost me podcast host. That's all right. Let's see how far I can crack these. All right. So I used to be pretty good at this. Used to aim these at my mates and try and hit them with the crack. So got to get the pressure, and then ready. No, let's try again. We'll get the pressure. I'll send it backward. No, not my best. Not a great pop. Not too bad. Now here he is. Let's see.
Someone was delivering something and it wasn't for us.
Let's see if I can hit FOULDZY. Stay there, FOULDZY. I'm going to see if I can hit you. Oh, he's caught it. There we go. Not the best pop. They are pretty old, these beers. I've had them in the fridge lying around. So, yeah. Cheers to the first Fancy Frothy Friday.
That's it. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Indeed.
Let's get stuck in now.
Here's to Friday. If this actually gets on YouTube, because I'm not sure what the etiquette is, maybe you're not allowed to have beers on a show on YouTube. So
nah, definitely loud. I've seen the boys. So hopefully, I've been pushing Guzman and Gomez as a sponsor, and if you're following our TikTok, I'm going to start doing, because we have Guzman every day, and that's something that a lot of people smirk at, and they're like, "Why do you do that?" And it's because we love it. Now, this is not a promotion, but every day, every weekday from here on in, I'm going to post a video until we get Guzman to sponsor us. That's all we want.
I like it.
We want, and it doesn't have to be a big sponsor. I just want my lunches paid for. That's it.
Yeah, if we have, we buy 2 burrito bowls each day for 5 days.
Yep.
During the week, Monday to Friday. So, and that's with a nice coffee. It's about that's costing us about $30.
Yeah,
So
37, I think.
37.
37, yeah, it's pricey, a pricey boy. So you think about that, 10 days, so let's say 2 weeks. We're usually getting these on weekdays. So 2 weeks, it's $370.
Really?
So you times that by 26.
They deserve to give us some coin.
What's
the
that,
ladies
Matt?
down there love us, though. We got some more free coffees coming our way. We love it.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you
Cheers
down there.
to the Foodery. It's the Foodery giving us the freebies, not Guzzies. Come on, Guzzies. Come to the party. And, what I may as well, while we are open up the day, let's get Battle Royal. So today's game is going to be WCW versus NWO Revenge. We used to play it when we were kids. I used to roll you back then. I'm going to roll you now. Battle Royal, baby, which means for those watching at home who don't know much about it, I have to take 40 blokes over the top rope and I get the victory.
So last one standing wins, you say?
Last one in the ring at the very end wins. So
How many self-evictions do you think you're going to do?
From my memory back, yeah, well, there's going to be a few.
So
Bash at the beach. Here we
so
go.
For reference, back in the day, there used to be you'd obviously have your wrestlers that you like. So you'd get eliminated, and then some spud would come out that you didn't know, and then you just self-eliminate yourself.
For sure.
But that's not going to happen
You
today.
get an Eric Bischoff or a... You know what? We can talk about that, actually. I once met, while I'm setting up, and you know what? Just for all reports, I'm going to choose Bischoff for this story, okay? So I'm going to go out of the gates with Bischoff. One time I was lining up. Do you remember the club Tramp back in the day?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
This could be a Weekend Warriors story, but
yeah, you've misread it.
Yeah, but so you remember Tramp? So I'd never been there, right? I was always against it because it was just a bit of a dirty old den. Not really my vibe, you know. As you can see with the hair and stuff, I was more going to rock and roll, dirty joints like that. I wasn't much for the whatever they were running there. But one time we had a birthday there and we were a bit younger. I thought, who we choose here? Let's go.
They have to be some spuds.
Lottie and Riggs.
Yeah. The Raven flock.
They'll ring out, lose. Here we go. Bring it out. Bash at the beach. Start the game. So, yeah, we may as well skip the entrances, you think, from all reports?
Get into
okay.
it.
Gee, how are we going to talk and do this? I'm
Bill Goldberg.
I just want to roll.
Hey,
Yeah.
Just tell me the.
Boom. Who are you? Just so I know, dude.
Goldberg.
Okay.
To spew ya.
So, we're at Tramp.
Yes.
No, sorry. See, I've lost it already. We're at the front of Tramp, and I'm like, I really don't want to go to this joint, but it's a birthday. You got to do the right thing. So we're lining up at Tramp, and then a limo rolls up, right? Because next door to Tramp was this strip club, and I'm not much for strip clubs. Like I respect them, but I'm not like I'm there too much. Just a few times a year.
The first elimination.
And
Get off me, man. Yeah. Oh.
And so if you can hear me out, no, it's hard to. So Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan roll out of this limo, right? And no one else really in the line. They're just ready to get in there and party and hook up with birds and do what they all want to do. But I'm like, hang on, this is Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. You don't let this run through the gates, right? So I've followed them in as they've walked in, those two with this big other bloke, which must have been a security guard. I've rolled in as the fourth bloke in their entourage. You've heard this story before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, many moons ago. I think
yeah.
It was disturbing, so I kind of put it to the back of the
Yeah,
mind.
so I've rolled into this strip club with Hulk and Eric Bischoff, right? So they come up, they put them in a room, and then I kind of lose them a bit. So I'm in this strip club on my own. They get taken over to this private booth, and I'm just sitting in there like a real creepo. So I get a beer. I'm in there for a bit, and then I'm like, I've really got to get to this birthday, right? So I'm like, I better go, at least go to the birthday or at least say hi to the boys, try to get a photo or whatever you do back then when you think you see a celebrity and you think you actually care back in the day. Jang, there goes Stinger over the rope.
Hey, I've eliminated 4 blokes so far.
Oh, have you? Oh, no. Yeah. Let's not, can we blur the screen? We might have to blur the screen for that one.
Yep, so finish the story off.
So, okay, so Joel goes flying into this private booth, real chilled, all right? I start speaking to Eric Bischoff. No dramas. The security didn't care at all because he was just as munted as they were. Eric's there. He looks like he's had about 4,000 beers or whatever he was on. I'm not going to call him out for anything else because it was probably just beers. He looked like he'd had a fair bit of soup, that's for sure. So he looked, he was full red. He looked like I did, to be honest, after I was drinking all day. So, so I start speaking to Eric Bischoff. No dramas. We're having chats. And it was awesome. We were just chatting. I was chatting to him like I would just any of the boys, on a Saturday night, have a bit of a laugh. And, it was good to just have a quick chat. I wasn't there for that long, to be honest.
Well, you bailed on him?
Well, I was there because then Hulk came in, right? Hulk came back from the bar or wherever he was. And then Hulk, and I start speaking to Hulk, right? But Hulk, unlike Bischoff, who was keen to have a bit of a chat, Hulk does not want a bar of old FOULDZY. Not happy with him.
No.
See you later, Goldberg. Boom. He doesn't want to speak to Joel, which is fair enough. Why would you? Who am I? So I
That's hilarious.
I try to get in Hulk's ear, but Hulk doesn't want to bar me. So I pretty much say, all right, I'm out of here because it was just I wasn't supposed to be there, and he wasn't happy. So I've given him the old goodbye, right? And I've given him the how you going? You grab the arms, you grab the do that,
Yeah.
and then he's come around as a joke. He wasn't doing it in a bad way. and he's come and he's given me the elbow to the head, but he didn't chin me. He pulled it, like he did like a But with his arms, he probably touched me the slightest bit because he's so monstrous or whatever. That little hit that he thought was like a gag actually like full knocked me into oblivion, like I was rattled as like I knew he wasn't trying to hurt me or anything, but he's just playfulness knocked me. And, it actually really hurt me. So I ended up, and this is the part of the story that doesn't sound so cool. I leave the strip club and I'm like, you know what? He's actually kind of done a number on me. I'm like, do I go in the tramp now? Or I'm like, you know what? I'm in a bit of pain here. The night's not going to get better than seeing Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan. And then I just went home. And then, I reckon I was about maybe early 20s maybe. So,
so were they at WWE at that stage? Why were they rolling
I think if they were rolling together back
maybe.
then, I reckon there was one of those other jobber ones we used to go to back in the day, the AE, whatever it is, not AE, whatever it's called.
Out. Boom.
There we go. Bischoff's done.
Dean
Malenko. That's my Hulk Hogan story. You've heard that story before though, haven't you? From all reports.
Jackhammer. I've hit him with the jackhammer, the big fella.
Put him up.
No, I do remember that story. I'm surprised that you wanted to bail once you should have rolled with the lads the whole night.
Yeah, I don't know. Hulk didn't seem like he wanted me, I think.
Oh, you can pin in this game? Oh.
But so that's my Hulk Hogan story. I think, you know what, he's probably the only celebrity I've really ever met,
Yeah, we don't see many celebrities down here. I think
I feel like Aussies, this could just be me, but we don't really care about celebrities that much. Like,
I'm sure some people do. Maybe.
Do you think? Like, no. I don't like. I've seen a few like rockers that I would listen to my whole life and stuff. Seen them at Cherry Bar and stuff like that. But I don't get that feeling to like go and harass them or get a photo or talk to them. Like if you see them at the bar, you give them a bit of a cheers on the glass and say, "How's it going, mate?" And you're out of there. But I don't really get that. That vibe you get when.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe if we saw some like Brad Pitt or something, we'd have to
get a
photo or something.
Person I'd go up to, I reckon.
You're not happy with Brad?
No, I don't mind Brad.
Best actor of all time. What are you, Robert De Niro now after he's had that fourth kid now? Who am I?
I don't know, but
Get Dean out. I'm sick of him. Don't be playing around with this.
Yeah, I wonder. Probably
who's actually that's a good one. Who's your like probably the most famous you've ever met in your?
I haven't met too many people. I met I remember my mates. We were at Windy Hill, and there was a cricket game going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Warney must have been down there for.
Oh, Spin King Warren.
Yeah, I think I reckon I've got a few of his autographs on different separate occasions, but this time I remember because all the boys were way too afraid. I just had a ball, and they were way too afraid to go and talk to him. So I took the ball and I went and had a chat to him, and that was quite good.
Yeah, had a bit of a chat to him. He seemed all right, Warney.
I can't remember too much of the conversation, but he signed the ball. It was
pretty good.
Yeah, it didn't give us a flip or anything like that, but he was.
You know what that reminds me of? And I think shout out to if any of the boys from our Red Hot Summer. We've got this crew Red Hot Summer. We go to the festival every year. We were down there at Ballarat this year, and the duck walked in. Remember the duck rolled in?
Oh, that's right.
So the duck rolls in with his board shorts on and his suit jacket, and then all the boys like, oh, there you go, look at Duck's here. He's having a. Actually, he wasn't drinking or anything. He just rolled through. So we're not trying to get Duck in trouble, We no
white substances,
no substances or toilet stalls powder rolling around there. But the duck, was rolled in, and the boys, everyone loves the duck and. Yeah, he's like, boys, how do I get out of this joint? Because it was a weird pub. No one knew how to get out of there. And all the boys just fell to water. All like they'd just run into like, the president or something like that. They all fell to water, didn't know how to speak to him. And I've just gone, hey, Duck, how you going, mate? Just back that way where you were, just down there. You'll be able to get down to the double doors down there. So the Duck, FOULDZY's come through. Everyone has panicked like they're a bunch of teenagers watching, Britney Spears or something, and I've just.
They were starstruck from the duck.
So shout out to those boys who.
I used to work for a guy who used to play footy at North Melbourne, and I went to his house one time just for work reasons. Am I Hulk? Am I the Hulk here?
Must be.
And so I roll into his house, and sitting on his couch was the duck.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, because they were real good mates.
Really?
So, yeah. So
Duck give you much?
Yeah, I had a bit of a chat. I think I was only like 18, 19.
You were heading to the stalls with him?
Oh, goodness me. No stalls. But on can I give a quick pause here? Because on that,
Yeah, you can't do two things at once. So yeah, that's always the way.
just talking about celebrities and that sort of thing. Can we get a? We were thinking about this the other day, and I'd like you to think about your. You don't have to be the most famous person, but you have to DM them from our Instagram account.
That's right.
Yeah, and then so I thought we might as well do it now. We're on the topics of.
So that's right. So every Friday we're going to DM one person that we want to get on the podcast. Yeah. So but they don't have to be monstrous stars, or they do.
Well, can we do?
But you can do A grade, C grade, D grade,
whoever.
Because you know what, we start with the A grades, and then once we throw a D grade in a few weeks, they might actually get back. To us.
Yeah, because we could
someone from like the.
So it can be anyone. Can be anyone from Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
Number one. I think he's number one. Well, that could be a good question. Who's got the most followers? I'm pretty sure he's up there.
For sure.
To your Ben Crolls, who loses multis from Steph Curry, like stuff like that. So
yeah, so maybe we should get Ben on the phone and see what's going on with his multi. Not too.
We'll talk about that a bit later. But I think, do you want to run the? Do you want to start it off here? Is that what we're doing, or how did you want to roll that segment? Because you're the segment boy today.
Well, just to get pre-exempt it.
Yeah.
Let me have a look here.
But there's a couple of other celebrities while you're kind of setting up. I'm
going to hit Kroll with a voice message. All right, Ben, you're live on the podcast here. If we could just get a
full story,
a story of what's going on with this multi. We've been trying to suss it out all day, so yeah, just for the viewers at home, they just want to know what's going on with this multi, mate. So, Steph Curry, what's he done to you? Let us know. Voice message. Get it back as soon as you can. If you're working, I don't care. Just get it done. All right.
Yeah, I know we were stuck for a couple of. I know it's only episode 4, and we were low on on topics to discuss. So I sent out a blast to my mates over Instagram, like just give us a couple of topics.
Love it.
And it was only about half of 45 minutes. I had 80 reads. So people have read that story, and only one person got back to me. Can you guess who it was?
Well, if it's one person, I know who it was then.
Who was it?
I commented on it, didn't I?
It was FOULDZY, and I'll get the screenshot up here. But what it said, it said, I think FOULDZY has been a great podcast host.
Yeah, well, that's it. You were just asking for topics, and I think 4th episode in, I think I've taken the reign as Australia's best podcast host.
So shout out to my mates for really coming with the goods with the topic. So hopefully.
I like what they've done there, yeah. We need those topics. So, well, that's why we've fallen into this one because, this is a bit out there. But, all right, so what we're going to do.
I've been left on red. It's like when you get left on red from.
You've been no one's apart. Okay, so here we go. So, for more reports, if our mate boy Jamie wants us to put a screen recording on, is it?
Yep.
So, okay.
Yeah, so you got.
So, I can message one and I'll give it over. And
so make sure you're on the poll so it's pod, obviously.
Oh, yes, because they want to see how many viewers we got, yeah?
Yeah.
So
you had...
at the moment, we got 43 followers, which ain't bad.
Yeah, well,
We happy with that?
We've come out of the gate strong.
I think we're pretty happy with 43
This could be
followers.
the best start to a podcast of all time.
It could. It's the content.
And by could, I mean, it is. Oh, the content-wise, like, me and you chatting-wise, maybe not, but content-wise and the production value.
Yeah, that's it. If you're looking for something just to have in the background 3 days a week, and get all your news and all your
basketball news,
your Robert De Niro news, everything.
Robert De Niro.
All right, so I'm on the spot here a bit.
There's rumor.
Do you have one? Do you have one you're thinking about?
Hey,
because you know what? I'm going to go wild at the start.
You like an absolute long shot.
I'm going to go as A grade celebrity as it takes because I reckon it's if we had like 1,000 or 10,000 followers. I feel like this person would see it and go, nah, this is rubbish, yeah?
Yeah.
But I think he'll respect the Hail Mary because we're 43 followers in, 3 posts or whatever, and then we go the Hail Mary, try to get him on the pod.
Okay, who are you going with?
I'm going for, and because we spoke about it the other day and it's on topic, I'm going for the man himself, Edward Sheeran, baby.
Oh, yes. Old Peep Show Sheeran.
Old Peep Show Sheeran.
Peep Show. That's not a reference to him. It's a reference to Hamish and Andy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think he understands it. He watches and he knows.
One of the great. That's the sort of content we need. That's
Yeah,
one of the great videos.
He won't reply if he sees this and we're talking about him at Peep Shows, but he knows what it is.
So just for context, if he didn't go to a Peep Show, it was Hamish and Andy ran a skit, and
it was good, wasn't it?
Were just in the middle of I think it must have been somewhere in Melbourne or Sydney, wherever they were, and they had this door to this random little room, and Ed Sheeran was waiting, and Hamish was dressed up as so no one could recognise him, and he was saying it got $2 for a 2-minute Peep Show, or it might have been 50 cents or whatever it was, and for 3 hours he couldn't get anyone to come in, but Ed Sheeran was actually there waiting with them. And finally, they got a few people in. It's quite a funny.
That's great, vid. Yeah, people they don't want to bar over, then Ed's there, and it's real life, and he's number one. All right, so let's go, Ed. Let's message him. Here he is, Teddy Photos, as they call him on Instagram. Hey, mate. So say hey, mate, because he's English, we're Australian. He'll respect that. Hey, mate, with a bit of apostrophe, exclamation mark, whatever you call him. Hey, mate.
Okay.
Hope you're well.
Everyone does that.
Straight into it.
No, I would be like, hope you're well. He's not reading. He gets 4,000 of those a day. Hope you're well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. Congrats on the court case.
Yep. Congrats on the court case.
Well, this is obviously your one. So I don't want to. You can do what you got to do.
Okay, let me write this one and then you can write your one. No, but I like that. Congrats on the court case. Me and this is it. You got to get down to his level. He's a bit of a, he's like us. He's a boy. Yeah. He likes dive bars. He's my kind of bloke. So maybe me and the boys been pulling for you. Yep. Pulling with the drop the G. Nah, pulling because
let him know. Like we agree, he ain't no piggy bank
for ya. For ya, you ain't no piggy bank.
I think that just gets you.
Boy, you ain't no piggyback boy with like the boy, with the
the eyes.
The eye.
Yeah, nice.
And then put the little the pray hands.
Prayer symbols. Yeah, nice.
So just throwing it a wild one for ya. Me and my less
it's good.
Less
you need some humour in there because he'll get in.
Co-host.
You're not a fast typer, are you?
My brackets brother looking for some guests have on the pod.
Nice.
On the new podcast.
Yeah.
And
thinking
we want you on as the number one guest. I know.
Sure do you
no, this is good.
There's no way he's right.
I know. We only.
You see an essay as a.
Oh no! You know what? All right. I'll say followers. Bit of an issue, but building.
Nice. That's good. I think that is good. I think
nicely.
Yes, I don't know. It's all like it's.
And I'll hit that, and then I'll say, well, let us know, legend. Love to have a chat about your new album and stick it up the court. Nah, because he's not really a hater, so he wouldn't want a new album.
Yeah, and
we love it.
We love it, and we think our 3 viewers would have a good reach.
No, I'm gonna go.
That's good.
Let us know, legend. Love to have a chat about your new album. We love it. ? There we go. Edward Sheeran.
Oh, that's great. And I think that's right. I reckon
Polar opposite. Nah, just leave it at that.
Are you still typing?
Okay.
You're going to read the first 3.
There we go. Let's go and we can do another one later. But there we go.
That's a good start, though. I think, having Ed on as the first guest would be quite a coup.
I think that makes sense. I'm sweating. All right, here we go. Let's get this going. I need to start I've just put someone over the top rope.
Goldberg, was it?
It was Conan.
Am I Goldberg?
You're Conan now. I think I just got you out, Hulk Hogan, didn't I? So I'm Eric Bischoff still. Oh, no, I'm not.
Who am I?
You're this guy that's just about you're Conan, aren't you?
Oh,
Bang.
yeah, I am. No. Oh, yeah, no, so I'm using the wrong button.
Raven would have loved
yeah.
him.
So what else are we going to chat about? You're the
Well, give us a bit of a now we're we're rolling. Give us a basketball.
a bit of analysis.
Update.
Yeah, unbelievable scene. So for those playing at home, last time I checked for today's matches,
Knock me off, Conan.
what? Yeah, boom, have some of this.
Bang.
Yeah, with the double clap head. So Boston down 3-2.
Oh, okay, yes.
Went to Philly, so went to Philadelphia. By all report, I didn't actually watch the game, so
Oh, come on. You're supposed to be the sportsman. What were you doing?
working. We got to make some money so we can run this pod, you know. So we but just saw the stat line. It was a really low scoring affair. We had it was 97-85. Boston get the chockies.
Really?
3-2 going into Philly,
Conan
which is
gone.
crazy. So it's now 3-3. Jason Tatum was 5 of 21 from what I saw. We had
Jason Statement. He plays it now, does he?
Jason Tatum. It was unbelievable. James Harden was 4 for 16 or something. Just must have just been a real defensive lockdown. Just real nervous type stuff. But they get the chockies. So what does that mean, Fo? What are the two best words in sport? We went through this on the last podcast, I think.
Warwick Kappa.
Yeah, you said that last
Oh,
time.
you know what? What am I doing going Hail Mary to Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
We need Kappa on this bad boy. Or,
Bang.
you know what?
Chrissy
Even
Jericho.
better. He does his own podcast. We need to be on his podcast.
Oh, that'd be not
So,
bad.
Capsy, if you're watching this.
Hey, watch out for Chris Jericho. So, yeah, unbelievable scene. So, game 7, that'll be on Sunday. So, that'll be really, I'll be watching that. really
Palmy
interesting.
Dillon's calling me. Should I answer live on the air?
I reckon, yeah, Palmy D.
Hey, Palmy Dillon.
Hey, what's up, man?
Mate, you're live on the podcast. We're live at the moment. So, say hi to the viewers.
What the fuck?
So,
I'm who I meant to say hello to then.
you say hello to the Polar Opposite podcast.
Yeah, the 3 viewers.
Hello to the Polar Opposite podcast.
We're going to start talking about getting some guests in, and we'll have to get you and
Palmy D.
yourself and your business partner in to have a bit of a chat.
Oh, that's funny. That's why I was calling, because I was going to be like, man, in 2 weeks, have us on. It'll be such a cool fucking. Oh shit! I just swear.
Swear.
We'll have to get the beep out.
That's all right. That's they can get ready for what they'll get, expect once we're once we
The Palmy D
when you hear
podcast is
live.
just going to be swearing the whole time.
That's all right. We'll have an R rating on your one.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want me to call you back? 'Cause I'll call you later.
Yeah, give us a call later, but at least you're officially our first guest anyway, so that's good
that's
to know.
nice.
That's big. All right. Yeah, I want to call you back so we can book Totoria. So.
Unless Ed Sheeran asks, then you're not. Then we haven't had a
All right,
guest
enjoy
yet.
yourself, mate. Catch ya.
Oh, that's good. So not officially first guest if Ed Sheeran's listening, but it's good to have him on the pod, and it's good for you to still answer, because that's good mates. Good
Yeah, well,
mateship.
that's he's a businessman, old Palm. So, Palmy Dillon, just for yous out there, he's a Australian singer songwriter. I've done a lot of stuff with him in the. I've done music videos for him, songs, recordings, masters, mixes. I've done a fair few things here at the studio for him, but he's turned into a mate now, and then he's a legend. So, we do songs together and stuff like that. So that was our first official guest, Palmy Dillon.
No, it wasn't a fish. If Ed Sheeran asks, it's not official.
Oh, okay, so we were.
Yeah, so-
imagine Ed gets back to us and say, "I'd happy to be the first," and we're like,
But we-
"Sorry, mate, you're number 2 now. You've been done."
Palmy D was in. So
Who am I?
So back to the.
Am I this cheese Mahamo
you're-
guy?
Yeah, that's you. So
Who
back
is this guy?
How do you know how many people are left?
I don't know, but this guy's.
Back to the basketball, because that was really good analysis for me. So game 7 on Sunday will probably be an earlier start, maybe an 8 o'clock or something like that. So, I'll be definitely.
You finished that frothy already. What's going on
I'll
here?
be definitely watching that.
Dad life.
So then, so then we'll move on to the Nuggets versus Suns game, and by all reports, an absolute blowout. Game over. So unless there was an absolute crazy third or quite crazy fourth quarter, because the boys at Denver, they were up 3-2, and at halftime they were up by 27 points. FOULDZY, you hearing that?
Really?
27 points they were up at halftime. So by all reports, that's all over. Nuggets moving on to the conference finals. And then we have to touch on the Nuggets sorry, not the Nuggets, the Knicks and Heat game. I think the Knicks got the chockies there. Back at home, that's probably expected. I'm sure some people thought it might not be, but you go home, I think, down 3-1, and you're coming out with more energy. You've got more buzz. You're ready to kind of go. You're hustling for those loose balls. You're hustling for all that sort of thing. So great win by New York. Oh. And then we move on to probably the sad game for me, which is the Lakers versus Warriors. And our mate Benny Kroll, shout out again. We've just left him a voice message as well, but what he messaged me, so he must have been on the punt, because I haven't heard from him over Messenger for 3 years, and he messages saying, "Can you talk about Steph Curry on the podcast? He cost me my multi. He's a great player, but can he?
He's cost you.
He must have been short on assists or something, because he was like, pass the ball to Clay in the corner. That was one of his comments.
Really?
So, yeah, but
also I've known Ben since primary school too, prep almost, and I don't think I've ever seen him watch the basketball. So
yeah,
obviously there's something involved. He's obviously trying to show off to his mates or something like that.
Something dodgy going on.
New missus, new Ben. You know how they get, these people.
So Golden State got the chockies. We're just, once again, we're the better team at home.
Who's this cheese bloke? I'm destroying everyone in this ring.
And that's the analysis. AD got wheelchaired out for a concussion. And I've had a fair few concussions, and I've never been wheelchaired out. But
actually, yeah, we should speak about that maybe. I don't know, because people want to know your background and stuff like that. So you've had a few concussions yourself. That's why you stopped playing football, from all reports, didn't you?
Yeah, a bit of local footy I used to play, but yeah, had a lot of concussions, and then started.
You played what from? Give us the time. Under 8s to.
Yeah, under 8s to 30.
Under 8s to 30. Yeah, that's monstrous.
Yeah, it's a lot of footy and a lot of head knocks, which kind of rattled me for a little bit.
Because the last one, you got a head knock, and then you went to training and then got another one, didn't you? Is that how it worked? Or,
yeah, so
almost got another one.
So I had a concussion, and then took your 10 days off like you meant to, then went back to training, and then end up with a black eye at training and another concussion, and And the missus said, "You're not doing this anymore, mate, because we've got a kid coming." Was Archie on his way then, or? Nah. Well,
just about.
He might have been, yeah. But I don't think we knew about it. But it was more just it started like I have to wear, you know how it is. Sometimes I have to work in the dark and wear glasses for the blue screen.
So it's it is a real That's it's important for people to know, because. If you you keep getting concussions and stuff, but you've sometimes bright lights and stuff irritate you and stuff like that, don't they? So that's
shopping centres, bright lights and loud noises is like a nightmare of mine. So.
Loud noises as well, is it?
But coupled with the bright lights,
yeah, for sure.
Like shopping centres really just.
What about when the Hell's a Rockin' Festival and stuff? They get to you a bit, or the Froffies?
Nah, the Froffies probably help there.
Who are you here?
I'm this to whoever's about to throw this guy out.
You Jericho?
Is that Jez?
Yeah, you Jericho, the bloke who's out on the outside.
No, I thought that was you, Muchacho.
Oh, did you? Who are you?
I just hear you. Whoever.
You're Jock Jericho.
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
Here we go. All right.
But yes, that's what.
So yeah, the story is if you get a few head knocks, make sure you get checked and do the right thing. Nothing's worth.
Yeah,
especially if your height.
Oh, if I put on the walls.
Your height playing local footy, you're not going to make it. So.
Yeah, especially playing local footy. Yeah, it's probably not worth it.
I think I was a bit of a specialist in the thirds, wasn't I?
Well, you've been hitting them well. That's probably
I got dropped for the final though, didn't I? That was a bit of a tough one. Played the whole season and dropped, but you can't do much about that, can you?
Your sporting prowess has really been on show with you were up. What was the last one we posted? I think 2-1 up in the.
That's right. Well, actually, we may as well put one up now. So we'll put one up on the side while we play this.
So they can see the.
We'll see if the old mate he forgot to put a few videos up as we were talking about it yesterday or the Wednesday one. So we say there's going to be something up there, but it might not be if he can't get it done. Because you know what happens? We finish these podcasts, we've had a few beers, and we'll go tell old Jimmy outside. We'll go, mate, we need this edited up by tonight because it's a Friday podcast. But if it doesn't come out until tomorrow, that's his fault.
Nah, that's fair enough. I'm about to. What's Jericho's move? The Lionheart, is it? Nah, is it?
I've had a spill.
Oh, is it the Lionheart?
Nah. What do you? Nah. He's Walls of Jericho, isn't he?
No, I already hit the walls.
Oh, I don't know what he used to do back in the day.
Oh, no.
Bang! There goes Fit Finley over the roads, baby.
Yeah. So
Just to give the viewers some context, it actually doesn't matter what happens in this game until the very end. So
oh yeah.
it's pretty much just you just keep knocking them out until all 40 are down, and you want to be the last one standing in the ring, which we'd have to be coming up close to.
How do you know when they're? I had the special. I butchered it. How do you know when there's only? Oh, we got a double move. Impressive. Maybe we should start a Twitch as well on the Fridays.
Twitch. We've only got 3 views on YouTube. How are we going to get Twitch sorted? Do Australians use Twitch? I'm happy to give it a go.
I don't know. But
Is that what the kids do? Eddie Guerrero, best.
Some guy. I see some guy on TikTok. He all he does is, and I must have watched one of his vids because now it just like pops up all the time.
And he twitches.
He just twitches, but all he does is just react to live wrestling.
Oh, really?
So he's kind of doing what we're doing, but
yeah, because I think on Twitch there's easier, like you can watch stuff and not get claimed and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can,
okay.
You can watch stuff like on YouTube. If you watch a lot of like YouTube and stuff, it's commentary. You have to talk over the top of it a lot.
Yeah.
Where on Twitch you can almost just. I've seen this bloke on Twitch. He just kind of talks about crime cases and stuff, and he'll essentially just watch it like he's at home, and then he might pause it once every 10 minutes and react to it.
Yeah, okay.
And he makes buckets. So
yeah, people are reacting to stuff like.
All right, well, if there's a way we can get Twitch, because ideally we want to be live. You know, we want the comments right here so we can get brutalized. Yeah. Oh, hang on!
Oh, this is it. I've absolutely launched into it.
Hang on, before we get to that,
yeah,
let's take a breather because this is the actual part that counts. Now, I want you to, if I'm going to give you over the polar opposites, I'm going to take.
Oh, yeah.
So, as the host, I can give it to the co-host, and you can type. So, yeah, you run us through.
So, I think for me, I was having to think of what we should do, and you've gone with Ed Sheeran, quite very famous. And I'm going to go a similar boat, but who do you think? I'm going to go with
Sports?
Gary V. Because
Gary V almost more popular than Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, he's a monster.
That's what I mean.
But the thing is, should we throw him a follow? I think we should throw him a follow.
Oh, you reckon that looks bad if you're not following him?
No, it's just, you're asking him to come on. But the thing about Gary V is there's a chance that he might respond. Like he's known to just kind of respond to this sort of stuff. As long as I kind of go in there with the right.
Say we're like, because he's all about, getting things done, being about the motivation and stuff. So if you kind of go with the fact that, hey, Gary, we're really putting in the hard yards here. 3 pods a week from the get-go.
For sure. Yeah,
well, you type it out and read us what you've got.
I'll say.
So the only dangerous thing about having beers is on a Friday is, I'm not really good for just having one beer and letting it be. So once this pod ends, I might end up.
Well,
I'll be probably on the town until about 5 a.m.
Hopefully, so we got something to talk about. Weekend Warriors.
Oh yeah, that's
I've got a baby to go to see, but yourself, you can fly on, party on.
I'm gonna that's what well, it's an excuse now, isn't it? I'll say to the Dale, sorry mate, I've got to head out, got to get some stories for the podcast. It's work related, so if I come home at 7 a.m, don't be angry, that kind of
for sure
operation.
So I'm a Gary V's all about positivity and that sort of stuff.
So go. Yeah, give us a read it as you write it.
So far, Gary V, it's a pleasure to get in contact. Been following your stuff for years.
Yep.
And this is all true. I've been and a lot of his stuff, and that's why we do the content. That's why we do the shorts.
Because of Gary. Because of
Gary V. Because he preaches that a lot. But it's all about positivity. Be positive.
For shit sure.
So I've been following stuff for years, and has helped quite a bit.
Oh, word it properly here.
That was a disaster, and has helped immensely. How to spell immensely?
Not sure. As we spoke about last time,
immensely. There we go.
It ain't our strong suit, the English language, unfortunately.
I'll say we have started a pod, and I'm just kind of had a think. Give us a story while I have a think about.
You get rattled.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going. What's that?
Bit of a story. What's been happening in the world?
What else? Well, maybe talk about.
Did you know Robert De Niro had another kid?
I'm hearing he's going off for his 8th.
Yeah, he's done it again. So
You know what?
What else
Gary
is there?
V's coming down to Australia, so I could be like so keen to get to your event. We'd love to have you on the
love
pod,
it.
even if it's just for 3 minutes. That's it.
maybe that can be the thing about it. Maybe that's what we tell them all. We only need you for a minute, and we're going to make it the best like podcasting minute in history. So he'd respect that. Something different, you know. He's an entrepreneur. Preneur? What's the word? What's that word? Show me in the comments how do you say entrepreneur?
yeah.
Preneur.
All right, so I've got Gary V. It's a pleasure to get in contact. Been following your stuff for years and has helped immensely. We have started the pod, and we would love to get you on the pod. So that doesn't make sense. We have started the pod, and we'd love to get you on for 2 minutes.
For sure.
We know you're heading down to down to Australia.
Down south.
Quite
I'm going down south, boy.
soon. And your expertise would help grow this immensely.
That's it. And then say, we purposely bought this studio next to the Melbourne airport so that you could, and guests alike could swing by. No, don't worry about that part. But, it's true. If you're out there and you're watching any of the big names, if you're swinging through, we're very close to the airport. So we can almost pick you up in our Mazdas, in our car, in our Mazda 3s. And, we can pick you up and, do a bit of carpool karaoke. Take over. James Corden, actually, we could speak about that. He's gone. He's finished.
What's happened to him?
Are you a late night man? It's obviously not. It's Americanized. It's no Rove Live, but it's
When he gets in the car?
Well, yeah, that's James Corden, yeah, but he's not doing late night anymore. He's moved on. So
that's fair enough.
You watch any of those yourself over the years, or not really?
Yeah, not the late night ones, but I've seen him in the car. I like a bit of James Corden. So
he's good. He's a funny lad. So yeah, it's an opening role for someone else to swing in. Maybe the host of this podcast.
Potentially, who me? I'm not a big late night type of guy. That'd be you. You're a late night guy.
Well, I think they film it in the day.
All right, this is it. I'm about to shoot.
Yeah, hit us with it.
Gary B. Oh no, if it's Gary B, he's definitely not.
Yeah, you get it
Gary
right.
V. It's a pleasure to get in contact. Been following your stuff for years and it has helped immensely. We have started a pod and we'd love to get you on for 2 minutes. We know you're heading down to Australia quite soon and your expertise would help a lot.
Love it. That's nice.
We are live on the pod right now and thought we'd reach
out. So, yeah.
Speak soon.
Yeah, love it.
Bang.
Yeah, you know what? I think Gary's more of a chance than Ed because...
That's been sent and I think that's number one. And I also... Are you right to... because I know I've probably been carrying the show... I called you out last night on TikTok. Are you right to hold the fort for 30 seconds while I get some more beers?
I'm thinking to make it easier, a professional, let's call Mum. She's downstairs working away. Let's get her to bring in the frothies.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So let's give her a call, see if she's happy. She might, you never know, she might brutalise us, but we'll see. Second guest.
Yeah.
We can put her and Palmy in
too.
the thumbnail.
Potential. I think from now on, it all should be guest 2, unless Ed Sheeran comes on where he's our first guest.
She's not answering, which...
What's she doing down there?
Lazy.
Yep. Welcome.
Yeah, you're live on the podcast.
Welcome.
Now I'm live.
You're live.
Yeah.
We've just got a question for you. If you're not working too hard down there, you still here?
Yeah.
Could you...
I'm working my butt off, I am.
Yeah, nice. Well, we need you to... We've run low on beers. And we've got a fridge here in the studio upstairs, but we're all strapped into our mics and stuff here. Any chance you could bring two Coronas in?
And where would I be pulling 2 Coronas from?
So if you come upstairs, you know how I've got my little amp fridge.
Yes.
Just
in there.
Fridge.
Yeah. So if you come into the studio,
Surprise! The beers will be in the fridge.
There's the beer fridge there.
There's a beer fridge. You want 2 Coronas.
If we're allowed to, yeah, that'd be great.
If we're allowed.
If you're allowed to.
But you'll be live on the pod, so you'll just have to give a bit of a wave when
I'm
you're
live on the pod now.
Yeah, you are.
We're live.
I'm live on the pod now.
Live, baby, live.
So what's more important?
We are
2
live.
Coronas or
We'll have to beep that out. That's beeped.
We're going.
That's fantastic. Yeah, well, so yeah, if you're happy to do that, just swing in. Be careful of the cables on the way through, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, what mothers do for their sons. Bye.
See you later.
So we dropped out for a little bit, but then we came back then, which was good.
She said no. We'll tell them the truth. She said something that was not very nice, so we bipped it. Not very nice, but you guys don't need to know her address essentially.
Yeah, fair enough. We're doing it for the safety of. All right, well, let's not touch this yet because this is a serious moment.
All right, you know what we'll do before
we'll get the beer. I'm gonna crack it.
Let's try this before she gets here. No, you know what? We'll end this now.
We'll end this now because you're gonna walk in mid.
Okay, yeah, we don't want. Oh, I'd probably. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, yeah, we'll do it now. That's right.
Let's
I'm
hit
ready.
it.
I'm ready because you're down. All right, ready? Hey!
I'm not ready.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
No.
bull.
Oh.
No.
No! Oh,
No!
you reversed him. I'm about to be special too.
Oh, he's
no,
out of here.
no.
Oh, he's.
No!
Oh! Boom!
I'm absolutely panicked. I've panicked.
So there goes the big show.
Ah.
Giant, as they called him back in the
That was
day.
an absolute panic.
There
by
we
me.
go, baby. First game goes to FOULDZY. First FOULDZY Frothy Friday, and it goes to FOULDZY. That's a good start. Giant wins, as you can see on the screen.
You know what?
Great game.
I had you covered. And you pressed pause when you were down before it threw
It's
me off.
rattled you. Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, that's pretty
so
good, actually.
disappointing. FOULDZY Frothy Friday #1 goes. You could almost count that as a win for the TikTok games as too, if you wanted. You probably need it.
That's pretty damn good. So next week, we've got the NBA court side. We've got some, 007, I'd nail you. in that.
We'll do 007 next week. That's
anyone's
that's
game kind of
yeah.
job. All right, we'll do that. So, well,
It did
I'll
look
get
like
this set up.
It did look like that's something.
Do I get anything for that win or?
We spoke about something, but I can't remember. We might have to do like over the next 5 weeks best of 5, and then the loser has to do something quite big.
Yeah, it's
while we're waiting for the frothies to come, should we pick our guarantees for the footy this week?
Here we go.
Hang on. Got some movement.
How we doing there, Leezy? So here we go. We got our first or second guest
Second
ever,
guest.
Leanne.
Mum. First live in studio guest. Thank you.
There's nothing there for me.
There's one downstairs for you, Chardonnay, in the fridge.
There is.
Is there a hat back there, Leezy? I think I lost my hat.
Yes. The things you have to do.
Yeah, do you want to say anything to the pod?
Not really, except that they should be doing different work than this.
Well, say bye to the fans.
Thank you.
Who's your favourite son? Just to get that on the
Oh, well, I have a third one.
Oh,
So is he the favourite? Oh, the one he went on holidays with and didn't invite us. Yeah.
okay,
No
makes sense.
favourite son.
All
Fresh
right,
off
well, that's
the 4
good.
months.
We'll get you in next week for an interview.
Okay. And I'll get more coronas because that happened to be the last 2.
Oh, don't tell them that. They want to know that we're frothing. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you soon.
That's because we already knocked the carton. That's why the carton.
So
slab.
that's second guest ever. We got Palmy Dillon. We got Leanne. We're guests up.
Oh.
What's happened to you there?
I'm just getting up because I'm about to send these flying. All right. So my first 2 weren't great. This one's gonna go monstrous. Are you ready for this? Oh no!
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He does not have it.
I'm a bit rattled. I'm gonna have to get.
Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
There it goes. That's big.
Bang.
What do you got on that timer there? Just so we know how long.
We're still at about 10 minutes. Oh, that's the game of life. Should we talk about the game of life?
Maybe. So we've been going for a while. All right, not too bad.
That wasn't as good.
Well, maybe before we end off, we'll play our game and.
Well, we just cracked another frothy.
Yeah, that's true.
We've probably got another 10, 15, I think.
I think so. Well,
Should we do the guarantee or?
yes, do the
While I set
guarantee
that
while I set this up. Hit us with it.
Well, my phone's currently being used, so I'm going to need you to.
You want to look at this some stuff for the
Well,
week?
just who's playing.
Yeah, jump on it, son. That's
All right.
hang on. Let me put a screen record for our boy Jim Bob. We're falling apart here. we don't edit stuff here. We just go straight to print. So
Straight
you
to
just
print,
you have to bear with us. You know, we're first week in. We're officially 1 week old. The podcast. And so you get that up for us, and
I'll get us up. Well, you've just necked that, Frothy. That's nice. So I'll get up AFL schedule, and so the guarantee. So we'll have to come up with something over the weekend. If your guarantee loses, what's going to happen over the weekend? So, and to anyone who doesn't know what a guarantee is, so there's going to be, I think there's 9 games a week these days, and we don't pick every game. We just pick one that we think can't lose. But if it loses, if your guarantee loses, you have to do something on the Monday. So that's where we're going to be at. I'm going to get the AFL schedule up. I think the screen recording just stopped. AFL schedule. What round? Do you know what round we're up to, Fouldy? It looks like we're at week 9 already. That's
can't be week 9 already, can it?
Yeah. So
how quick does these years go?
Yeah, quite quick. So we've got. So do you want to? There's Richmond Geelong. I'm not going to take a guarantee there. West Coast Gold Coast. Sydney Fremantle. North Port Adelaide.
Yep.
Hawthorn Melbourne. Essendon Brisbane. Bulldogs Carlton. Adelaide St Kilda. Collingwood GWS. I think I know my one. Did you want me to read them through again?
No, I'm going to go Swannies. Kappa.
You're guaranteeing a Swanee.
That's it.
All right, I'm going to guarantee Melbourne.
Who plays? Kappa, Lewis Roberts-Thompson, Paul Kelly,
Yeah.
Creswell,
Yep.
Plugger.
Yep. All those.
It's hard not to win with
All
that
those if
lineup.
it was 25 years ago. Probably longer for Caps.
Yeah, who's yours?
I'm going with Melbourne. Hang on. Never mind. Yep. No, I'm going with Melbourne to beat over Hawthorn.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Okay. Melbourne over Hawthorn.
That's a guarantee.
All right, so what happens next week then if it wins or loses?
I think there's going to have to be something which is what's going to be good. But I'm not sure just yet. So I think
We'll sort it out.
over the
We're
week,
still new to this.
Yeah, a lot of these segments are first time round, so we know that the first one's always going to be a bit of a dud. But as of next week, we'll have everything sorted from the Weekend Warriors, from Midweek Mania, Midweek Mayhem, and Friday.
And on
Fancy
Monday
Frothy
we'll have
Fridays.
the podcast logo sorted.
Oh no, I was told the podcast logo was coming today.
Yeah, look, she's done very well, the Air Tasker girl, but she's taken a bit long, so she's got a few bad reviews. Nah, I'm joking. She's done very well. She's killer.
Yeah,
Air
shout
Tasker,
out.
Amazing. That's just what life's about. Just delegate everything until you don't have to do anything ever again.
To be honest, I went on Midjourney and created those ones I showed you in 0.34 of a second.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't mind those. It's something about those AI ones. It screams to me AI. That's the only thing. Like I've seen those bears before. You know what I mean? Which I do love how quick you can do them, but it's not too original. You know what I mean? That's my only thing. But I do like them. We'll definitely use those.
Nah, for sure.
If you put a polo, the writing on top of that somewhere, that's definitely usable for many things.
I've just been told that it's coming. For the last week, and it's just
You don't rush this stuff, But all right. So before we go, we're going to finish off with a segment. I reckon.
Oh yeah.
We'll see how this works. Obviously, this is stolen from other people's stuff because this is what life's about. You just, as Edward Sheeran was in a court thing, people just steal stuff, But it's not stealing because there's only so much you can do, like the 4 chords, like doing these videos on podcasts. So this is the Try Not to Laugh challenge. I'm sure you've seen it before. Everyone's done it. We're going to give it a go. But we haven't planned it. That's the difference between us and other podcasts is we got nothing planned. So I'm going to give you. But I actually did plan.
Not
this
on purpose though, because we should have things planned.
So are you ready for it? I actually even put one down in here. So that's how.
Oh, you've got a link.
Okay.
So am I the not laughing? I'll take my.
So you're not allowed to laugh, and yeah,
Sun is off.
So
Fancy Frothy Friday's gone downhill.
So I'm gonna give you this one from the go. So this one is called Theo Von Top Funniest Moments, and you've got to try and get through without any laughter, And that's another segment. So throw it up, don't laugh, job, and
All right.
there you go.
I do enjoy
And
a laugh.
Play the audio for the people so we know what's going on.
fuck off.
I didn't have a lot, but I had some.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
I got a good upper medium dick, man.
He's done. I knew Theo would get him early. That's good. That's
a timer.
that's right. We'll make sure that old mate puts the timer on.
I knew. Let's read one second. I knew because I love a bit of Theo. When he went into this, I've got a. This
I
bit
got that
I knew.
upper medium dick.
As soon as he goes, I got that. Oh God! And I like a bit of Theo, so that didn't work well for me.
That's good.
I'll be better.
You're gonna have to
moving
just
forward.
search something up for Joel and see how
Yeah,
you
for
go.
sure.
You know, like, but yeah, I knew I'd be good at this one. I've got a straight face. I'll be able to keep it. Actually, yeah.
I enjoy laughter. So that's Theo Von.
I
That was good
enjoy-
stuff. All right. Well, I'll search, but it's probably going to take me 2-3 minutes. So, any other topics you want to cover that you've heard during the over the last few days?
Not really. There hasn't been a whole lot of news since the Robert De Niro. Oh, Taylor Swift actually.
What's happened with Swifty?
So Swifty's been going out with a bloke for 6 years.
Yep.
Now that I'm the pop culture guy.
You are the pop culture guy.
Swifty's been going out with a guy 6 years. You know, she's dated Harry Styles back in the day, Jake Gyllenhaal, and the Swifties come after all of them, you know, so you don't want to get on Swifty's bad side. But this bloke, everyone loved him. Everyone thought, a lot of her songs are written about this new bloke she's been with for 6 years. So now everyone's like, a piece of them is gone because they've broken up. There's actually things on Twitter everywhere, you know, when they broke up, everyone's like, no, please no, don't tell me this is happening. You know, full Swifty fans, they're not happy. We're Swifty people, so don't come after us. We love Swifty, don't we? What's your favourite Swifty song off the bat?
Off the top,
First comes
I'm
to
old
mind.
school is Love Story. That
Love Story.
That's,
Okay.
yeah.
That sounds like that's just a radio. It sounds like he's just not a fan, just a radio. So if Swifties want
No,
to come
that
after,
shows I'm a
if people want to come after Swifties after him, come after him, hit him up in the comments, give it to him, but not.
because you just know that that's number one.
My favourite would be Blank Space. So yeah, that's a good track. But so yeah, what's happened is they reckon she's dating the guy from the 1975. I think that's what the band's called. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's
Is this like a new relationship
new
or old?
So it's not even a confirmed romance yet.
Ah,
But what they're saying is they reckon that she may have done the dirty. I don't think so. Swifties out there,
on
but
her, on him.
on the bloke she was being with for 6 years.
Oh, that guy, yeah, because he's a part of the Because have you seen the documentary?
He's in it, is he?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure if you see his face or not, but she
Mm.
talks about him, and that's what. So
Yeah, so we think that she might have done the dirty with this rock and roller guy called. He's from the 1975. Don't know his name, but they've been caught at their own shows, you know, in different countries, looking at the screen, going like, you know who you are, I love you, kind of thing. They both said it like one night apart and stuff like that. The exact same kind of thing.
well, they put it on like.
So people have worked it out, kind of who's she talking about, and then he's showed up to a few of her shows. And every time she sings a song like about Lover, the song Lover, she's playing that live, and all Taylor's mates are getting around this bloke, giving him like this could be about you now, mate, type scenario. So this is what's happening in the world of Swifty. We don't know what's happening. They reckon she's cheated. Maybe I don't think she would because she's a legend. You know, it's just Swifties. We stand the Swifties, but maybe she has. And yeah, you guys put your comments. Has she cheated? Has she not? Should she have cheated? You know, well, if this guy's a rock and roller and he's no, she shouldn't have cheated. So that's it. So yeah, that's what you ready there?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many though. I'm just gonna pick one.
Just go from the gold. Go for gold. Because
God, I have no
I'm
idea.
gonna get to the pub now.
To be honest, he didn't tell me that this was a segment, so I've just picked one just from YouTube.
All right, let me get the hood on
It's
so
a try not to last segment.
I can be focused.
This will
in.
be it for the day. It's been good. I'm spewing I lost, but
Okay, so I'm just watching this from the top.
I don't think so.
Are we
yeah.
screen recording for our boy?
You're not, but go ahead.
How'd you get rid of it?
Oh,
Or maybe
No,
I got
no.
no memory. All right, let's see it. Boom, let's go.
good luck.
What would you like today? Can I have the cheese pizza with extra chocolate chips? The cheese pizza doesn't come with chocolate chips. That's why I asked for extra. The USB port is plugged to my microphone. I'm gonna talk to the power. I can't pay electric bill.
What is the name of Thor's hammer?
Jonathan?
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
You win.
Oh yeah, I couldn't hold it. It was not. It was so not funny that I had to.
Well, now I know it's a segment. Next
yeah.
week, I'll
Pop it up segment time.
Yeah.
But
So I'll have a good
yeah,
one.
Sorry, yeah, I actually that's probably my bad.
Theo Von.
I had a good one for you, and then I just kind of threw that on your last minute. But
I've got that.
that's what
He
happens
said,
when you're the host.
I've got that.
I got that medium, average medium type. Yeah, so we love Theo Von. I knew that'd get you, and that was probably world record time for that. So clip that, put it on TikTok, and then maybe next week we'll message Theo Von as one of our DMs and say we want him in and talk about his average medium. So yeah, do you reckon that'll end us then?
I think so.
So if you go back to the screen one more time, we got the giant wins. Put your drinks up to FOULDZY here.
Round 1, best of 5 series though.
That's it.
It's like when you play scissors paper rock. You lose the first one. You always say it's best of 3. So
yeah,
that's like
no, that's fair enough. We'll take that because that was an easy victory for me. So, yeah, sign us out. However, we would sign this one out. This is a different one for us. So we went on the green screen today, something a bit different. So maybe we'll do this on a Friday if we can get over 15 views. We'll do it again. So
over 15 views.
Well, the other one's Wednesday one, which I thought was our best so far. Go back and watch that if you can. Midweek Mayhem was definitely our best so far, and it's our longest one so far, and it's got the least amount of views, which is fair enough because it's hasn't been up for as long. But
that's usually how it works, I guess. But
sign us off. Cheers.
Week
Make sure you go out and get
in the books.
Get frothed up if that's what you like to do, or just do what you like. Cheers to you. Stay safe this weekend. Rock and roll.
At Weekend Warriors, baby.
Come say hi if I see you out on the town, and we'll do some shots.
Cheers.
Catch you.
Bye.